Hi, welcome to the second section of Toilet Learning, where we answer frequently asked questions, hopefully some of yours too.
You mentioned that some children have a difficult time sitting still. That's my son. He's always on the go and fights with me when I suggest he sit on the potty. Or he sits, but he's back up within 5 seconds. How can I get him to stay still long enough?
It can be hard for children like your son to sit still long enough to go on the potty. It's important to realize that they aren't trying to be difficult. It really can be that hard for some. One idea is to read a book or two, or to sing a song with him. Make an agreement beforehand that he'll stay seated until you're finished.
Here's another question we've been asked. Help! My child wanted to sit on the toilet all the time when she was 1.5 years. Now she's 2.5 and she shows no interest. Did I miss my opportunity?
A lot of people go through the same thing you describe. Around 18 months, many children show an interest in bodily functions and in toilets in particular. For most, it's just a passing interest. Some will actually get the hang of it, so you'll want to give your child an opportunity to sit on the potty, but don't throw away the diapers quite yet.
Here's another question that comes up frequently. My daughter made a bowel movement on the toilet. I was so proud of her. I called my husband in and we had a big flushing celebration. My daughter started crying hysterically and doesn't want to go in the bathroom now. What happened?
Although your daughter's reaction is surprising, it's not that unusual. Children view their bowel movements as being a part of them, and it can be scary to see them disappearing down the toilet. You'll want to talk with your child. See if you can put words to what she's feeling and reassure her that the rest of her will not be flushed away. You can have her practice flushing toilet paper. If she's still upset, you may want to have her go in the potty chair for a while and then clean it out and flush it when she's not present.
Here's another question. Should I purchase pull-ups or am I better off going straight to underwear?
Pull-ups can be useful in certain situations, but in general, we recommend that children who are learning to use the potty wear underwear. That way, they immediately experience the natural consequences of having an accident, such as feeling wet, needing to get changed, having to help clean up any mess. Pull-ups can be handy, however, for nighttime when an accident could cost you and your child sleep, and also can be useful if you're going out and are concerned that an accident would be embarrassing or cause a problem.
Okay, here's another question. My son, age 4, has been wearing underwear for the past year, but he often wets himself at night. Is there a problem?
Remember that nighttime training is separate from daytime training and does not often occur until a child is 5, and nighttime wetting is not usually a medical concern until age 8. Some children will successfully wear underwear to bed on their first night of training without any incident. So if your child wants to, and if you have the time and patience to potentially change sheets in the middle of the night, you may want to give it a try. You may be pleasantly surprised.
Another question has to do with constipation. A parent says that her son is struggling with constipation and he cries when he has to go and he says it hurts. What can she do?
Constipation can become a serious problem. If the child has had hard and painful bowel movements, then he may try to hold in the next one to avoid the pain. Then the next bowel movement gets hard and once again is painful, so the child tries to hold in the next one. You can see where this is going. It becomes a vicious cycle. Ask your pediatrician for suggestions and ideas. You'll also want to contact your medical provider if your child who previously stayed dry begins to wet him or herself, so that you can rule out constipation and urinary tract infections.
Here's the last question. My son uses the toilet at preschool but refuses to do so at home for me. What gives?
Many children have greater success in a school setting where they're imitating what other students are doing. Look at it as a move in the right direction, that at least they can stay dry. You also may want to ask the school what they do so that you can follow through with the same words and schedule at home. You can also ask the teachers to talk to your child about using the toilet at home. Sometimes an outside person, such as a teacher or pediatrician, can get through to your child in a way that a parent cannot. We wish you a lot of luck in the process and journey of toilet learning and also much patience. Good luck.